My name is Chiara Cipolla, and this is my Art 200 Investigative project. I did my project on the beautiful Hearst Castle. A man that goes by the name of George Hearst purchased 40,000 acres in the San Simeon area of California, in which the castle is located, in the year 1865. George ended up buying more and more of that land and ended up with around 250,000 acres in total. In 1919, George's son William Randolph inherited the land. That same year, William Randolph hired Julia Morgan, an architect, to help design property on the land. Hearst and Julia ended up designing and building a series of luxurious buildings and gardens throughout 127 of the acres. Hearst later named it La Cuesta Encantada, meaning the Enchanted Hill. The construction of this amazing palace cost around $6.5 million. The Enchanted Hill is broken down into four main corridors: Casa Grande, Casa del Mar, Casa del Monte, Casa del Sol. Casa Grande contains 38 bedrooms, 30 fireplaces, 42 bathrooms, and 14 sitting rooms. Casa del Mar containing 8 bedrooms, 5 fireplaces, 6 bathrooms, and 1 sitting room. Casa del Monte only has about 4 bedrooms, 3 fireplaces, 4 bathrooms, and 1 sitting room. And finally, Casa del Sol has 8 bedrooms, 3 fireplaces, 8 bathrooms, and 2 sitting rooms. Other amenities on the property include gardens, indoor and outdoor swimming pools, tennis courts, a movie theater, library, beauty salon, airfield, and the world's largest private zoo. This is a photograph of Julia Morgan, who was the architect, playing with an elephant that was one of the many animals in Hearst's zoo. Most people wonder why such a thing was built and what its purpose is. When William Hearst was about 10 years old, he was able to tour Europe with his mother. Ever since seeing the amazing buildings and architects and churches in Europe, William dreamt of building his own residence that would mimic those of Europe. When given his dad's land, he already knew what he wanted to do with it. Once the castle was built, Hearst used it primarily as a place for entertainment. He would hold a number of political leaders, cultural icons, and Hollywood's biggest stars. Hearst often threw themed parties, some examples being a pioneer-themed bash and a Civil War-themed party. And then here is an image of some of William's guests dressed up for one of his costume parties. You can kind of actually relate William Hearst, to the Great Gatsby and the amazing parties he hosted. Another use of the castle was to hold amazing art, chosen by William himself. William sort of became fascinated with Europe and all the art it had to offer, so most of the art in his collection comes from there. This is one of the sitting rooms in Casa Grande. As you can see, is decorated wall to wall with lavish paintings and pieces of art. There's so much detail and so much to look at within every room. Art was very important to William, and he wanted to showcase how beautiful art can truly make a home. William was often criticized, actually, because in the beginning of the castle, he was kind of just getting any art he could get his hands onto and not necessarily going for a certain theme or price range. So people kind of said, well, he's not a real true fan of art. He just wants whatever he can put on his walls. So then once the castle kind of got its place on the map, he decided he really wanted the best of the best and wanted his walls to be decorated so beautifully. So he kind of switched out old pieces that weren't as valuable with more new, very valuable pieces of art. So when I say art is everywhere in the castle, I really mean everywhere. Every single room filled with different paintings and murals and arches and statues, and Hearst ended up spending around $3.5 million on all the art that covers the castle's walls. This is a ceiling in one of the bedrooms there, and as you can see, even on the walls of the bedroom, there's portraits and paintings, and then just so much detail even on the ceilings of the castle, which is kind of amazing. So there's really not a lot of places similar to Hearst Castle, especially in the States or in California. But we can compare it sort of to the House of Julius in a way, because they both contain a pool. They both had paintings, as you can kind of see on the walls, that decorated the walls, and mosaics. And they also both have gardens. Kind of, if you look through this big open door, there's a garden in the center of the house, actually, and just open spaces and very lavishly furnished. They also were homes to both very wealthy and powerful men. Another comparison would be the Via Rotonda, which has a lot of Italian influence and was built during the Renaissance era. Both Hearst and the Via had architects that designed these amazing homes, and they are very similar in the sense that they both have many rooms, and they're just these large spaces with European influence. And they both also, as you can see in this picture, have long flights of stairs that kind of lead to the main corridors, and both have just really strong European aspects throughout the buildings. I kind of wanted to throw in just some interesting facts about Hearst Castle, because this place is just truly amazing. Hearst had actually installed 100 telephones around the home so that it was easy for him to reach it whenever someone called, that's just a lot of telephones. And in Hearst's impressive zoo, some of the animals held there included bears, lions, tigers, chimpanzees, monkeys, elephants, and zebras. And the zebras actually still roam the land, so if you ever get the chance to visit Hearst Castle, you might even be able to see some zebras, which is very awesome. And then also, this is the Roman pool, which is the indoor pool, and it's decorated from top to bottom with 1-inch square mosaic tiles that are fused with real gold. So as you can see, it's just very beautiful and very expensive as well. Kind of one last interesting fact is that while the castle has always drawn in people of great importance, it has recently caught the eye of pop singer Lady Gaga. In 2014, Lady Gaga filmed her music video to her song Guy, and most of the clips are taken in both the Roman pool and the Neptune pool. So I hope you guys enjoyed my project and learning about Hearst Castle. The drive is only about 50 minutes from San Luis, so if you ever have a free day, I would definitely go check it out. There's really no place like it in California, and it's a great opportunity to see some really amazing art. So thanks so much.